All ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we back at it again, live from location unknown. All right, listen, the Kalispell, it's a soccer tournament. We're going after the state. We're going after the state championship. I'm about to be loud, ignorant, but all of that's brought to you by High Noon Vodka Seltzers. High Noon is noon somewhere. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. This is my first one, so I got two of them. These bitches are delicious, and it's not because they paying me to say it because they ain't paid the shit yet, but these bitches are actually good.
But I mean, we'll take the money. Don't get me wrong. Forget the money.
I know.
We'll just take the free beverages. I'll drink a 12-pack a show.
High Noon, I just opened you up to a whole black market that you didn't even realize. This, I'm I'm about to have about a dozen of these bitches before I go to sleep.
I, hey, I love it, dude. I love it, man.
All that being said, I want to welcome everybody to What's Good America. I am C. Turner. I know it's been a minute, man. Work's been happening, life's been happening. I've been depressed, I've been happy, I've been depressed again, but we back. Listen. But I'm proud to present to you Mr. Chi-Town, number 6, the West Coast, the West Suburbs, James Big Game Madison Walton III. What's going on, baby?
Hey, listen, America, this is me trying to work on my tone. So obviously, I've joined the ranks of fatherhood, and I've gotten some commentary from the men. She said, you get a little excitable on this show. Last one you did, Zora zoinked up 5 different times when you got loud. So I'm working on this tone. I want to see if I can stay here, but still make my points because I know
We got. We
I
can do. You're easily excitable. I know that much,
am.
but we can do it, man. Listen, first and foremost, we are now in the essentially the dog days of summer where it really ain't shit going on. Basketball just ended. College football doesn't start for another like 2 months. Baseball still has 3,000 games left. Hockey is over with. The NFL is in that period of where like nobody's really at OTAs or mini camps, but they're there, but they're not there, but they don't really want to be there. So like all this shit's going on, and it's really not going on. So we're gonna wrap all that up into one for you because we still ain't even talked about the live pretty much oil moneying their way into the PGA. When I tell you money can buy you happiness, whoever said that it can't had nothing to do with the live. All right. Listen, it's so much money that got thrown around and live that the PGA was like, man, listen, they about to fuck all this up. All right. We might as well let them in now before they start taking everybody. Because when the whole live tournament, they're on the same PJs and everybody got a PJ and it don't really matter who wins. But then the same dudes who own live are now buying entire soccer regions and paying dudes $1 billion. And then they offered Messi $1 billion for 2 years, but he was like, nah, bitch, I'm cool. I'm gonna go to Miami. Listen, the shit live is doing. The other major sports, you might want to get your shit together because oil money ain't going nowhere. And if you keep messing up, Mahmoud and Raul gonna start their own shit, and you're gonna mess around and see Patrick Mahomes in an Emirates jersey, and it ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's a fantastic start to this show. What's Good America just became What's Good Arabia, just real quick, didn't
Hey,
it?
let them throw oil money at me.
Wow.
It's all, buddy.
It's one of the best knocks of all time. Go ahead, go get the door.
Dude, I'm not. I am not. I'm
Well,
not.
as I could be Saudi Arabia on the door, man.
Dude, it's children. No, it's
Well, listen, America. This is something I've been wanting to talk about. I'm kind of glad we're doing it in short form. Uh, but this is the truth. Chris Turner, can I tell you
I'm
this much? Yeah,
going. I'm going.
go ahead, get the door. But America, this is the truth of the matter. I'm thankful for the misses and I'm thankful for COVID. You know what this is with this whole Live PIF fund? This is basically the sports version of Ozark. This is incredible. I never thought I'd actually see Ozark exist, We actually think there happens to be a pizzeria next to our house where my wife swears are laundering Monday from. But we're not gonna mention that pizzeria on this airwaves because we don't want nobody coming for us. But here's the wild part about all this. You saw what happened immediately. And I said this to Chris on the phone, and I hate we missed the news cycle, but family is first. But it's the truth. American government got involved in that real quick. They was like, wait, hold on. So you just gonna let Saudi Arabia into the whitest, purest American sport left?
The last one.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was created in Ireland, but I mean, it doesn't get too much more pristine and ivory than the PGA Tour. I mean, who you got on there? I mean, Harold Varner, he's over there. He went over to Saudi Arabia. Who you got? You got Tigala. I think it's Fijian. I don't know. Is it Fijian? You got. I mean, I can't really even. I don't know if there's any brothers on the tour right now. If they are, they like Corn Ferry, Web.com. There's like Harold Varner was like the only brother on the tour, and he's over there. He's over there making money in the desert. So listen, I'm telling you, that's all they saw. America saw it, and they was like, mm-mm. And I think that's the beauty of it. Chris hit it on the head, and you got a lot of guys that don't get me wrong, it's money, everything, not necessarily,
but it's 99% of it.
But I mean, they were offering. I mean, I have to think. Obviously the Pinnacle. They were arguing goat. They were offering Goat Woods basically $1 billion.
Who offers $1 billion to somebody?
Which means they would probably offer Rory somewhere around 400 to 500. Rahm would have probably got 200 million. I mean, I'm just thinking about because Brooks got 100 and something, Dustin got 100 something.
And listen, they were talking
Bill
all
got
that,
200.
They talked all that shit about, oh well, it's PGA and it's blah blah blah. Listen, when somebody takes that M out and puts a B in front of it, allegiances get blurred real quick.
And this is crazy because I just saw this, and this is very messed up that this happened. But
it's delicious.
I bet it is, bro.
I
know it is. I drank a couple last week. We had a couple hanging around the crib, man. Some shit's hit, man. And here's the beauty of it for the PGA. Greg Norman just got caught up in some sex scandal at a party with an underage girl drinking. So they've already found a way. Or did it happen, or did they plant that girl to get Greg out there?
The Saudis might have planted it. I don't know. Dude, I will go down that rabbit hole with you.
Listen, I was watching I had some time. I was watching US Open today and saw some great things. But did you ever think that golf would involve Ozark and 24 at the same time? I mean, they're gonna need Jack Bauer to become the president of the PGA to keep everything in check right now. That's where we at, man. So, I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, we don't have a lot of time because we want to hit everything that's happened in the last couple of weeks, but that's why we open with it, because it's Chris. When I told Chris about it, he said, "Let me do some reading." I guarantee as soon as he started reading, he said, "Oh, no wonder James called me and said we got to do this show." Like this is the biggest deal in sports right now. It's insane.
To make it what I'm doing right now. So I'm in Kalispell right now. Me and the kid, state championship. We bout this shit because I'm so focused right now, minus the high noon. But listen, we got first in the region last week. Whatever, child's play. We did that shit. We trying to win a state title this weekend. I'm here for the shit. I told the kid, hey, listen, all I want for Father's Day is a state title. That's all I want. That's it. That's all I want for Father's Day. You give me a state title, we good for the next 3-4 years. We good.
Mm-hmm.
But to bring it back to oil money, the Saudis have. All right, listen, we got golf done. Not a problem. Now they're taking soccer. Like there's no way around it. Like soccer is now, if it's not theirs already, it's about to be, because you went after Messi, and for some reason he turned it down and went to Miami, which I get. I mean, close to the family, the Cuban culture, the freedom, and all that stuff. I get
He's
it.
from Argentina, fool.
But I'm saying, like, he has family in Miami, though.
Yeah, Argentina family. I don't know who's Cuban. Is his wife Cuban?
Yeah, his wife is Cuban.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
okay. Like you talking about Cuba? This dude just won the World Cup for Argentina, man. What is you?
His wife his wife and his in-laws are pretty much that Cuba, South Florida area. So he's closest to them, and I think like the kids are over here already anyway. So, oh, I don't take me away. Offered Messi like 2 years for $1 billion. For some reason, Messi said no. I guess you can have enough money. It's not a problem that I got, but whatever. And then you went after pretty much everybody else. Don't be surprised when that blank check hits Ronaldo's way. Don't be surprised when the MLS is like, you know what? Let's play some friendly matches against the Emirates team. Let's play some friendlies in Saudi Arabia. And then that MLS is now backed by whatever the live version of soccer is.
Could be. And I'm going to punctuate it with this. And I have no problem saying this on this podcast. I just went to Costco today. Nice pop. And my gas was $4.63. If this live PIF merger with the PGA brings our gas back down to normal, not insane prices all over, if I get back to paying $3 and some change gas in California, and it's because of this merger,
Which I will buy an Emirates jersey tonight.
if everybody gas go down, keep talking shit about what went on this presidency. If our gas go down, that might have been the deal that saved anybody who was a part of that.
Let this gas.
Hey, let that gas get the $2 back in Montana again.
How quick I buy Emirates jersey with my own name. Watch how fast I have a What's Good America Emirates jersey custom made. So I'm telling you, it's all right.
Yeah, if the technology on this show improves and you see us with unnecessary gaudy jewelry, we've been bought out by the PIF. We took that money with no hesitation.
It got said within the first 3 or 4 shows. I'm not above selling out.
We have said that.
Like I have no problem coming on this show being racially insensitive as hell with a turban, big gold chains, and like the full like everything and the Emirates everything on. I'm for it.
Hey, speaking of selling out, you kind of maybe want to pivot to something else that I think is big news in our arena, and obviously something we talked about and the world has talked about, but happened. Shannon Sharp leaving Undisputed earlier this week.
Yeah, that was big. That was big.
I mean, I feel like I should let you have the floor because Florida is closer to Georgia.
So it got to the point where I don't want to go. I'm not going to dive into the whole racial thing. I'm not going to dive into the things that Skip's, because I'm still a fan of Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has helped more Black people than most people realize. Like I don't think most people realize that. Like, but Skip Bayless is quote unquote an ally and invited to the barbecue, whatever you want to say about it. But I think it had gotten to a point where Shannon didn't need to be there. Like Skip needs a lesser dominant co-host. Like the personality for Skip has to be less dominant than he is, because I don't know if it's attitudes, egos, or whatever the case may be. The same thing happened with Stephen A. Smith, and you could say it was a Fox buyout or whatever it is. Like money doesn't matter when relationships are first. So what it comes down to is Skip needs a Nick Wright, not Bomani Jones, because his is a very educated ego, and I love it. But like Skip needs a lesser dominant presence there, because Club Shay Shay had taken over all by itself. Like you got any and everybody wants to be on Club Shay Shay, the podcast, because you are literally sitting across from your uncle and you get to talk shit, like, because he's interviewed any and everybody. So like it's just You want to go on Club Shay Shay. You don't really want to go on Undisputed. You wouldn't mind. You'll love the press. It's a good time. But you go on Club Shay Shay, you pop a high noon, and then you just have a good time. So I felt like he'd outgrown the show. And then it had gotten to the point where there was going to be a microscope on the show because anytime Skip says anything that's even remotely out of bounds, Black America is going to need Shannon to step up and be, all right, you got to pop him on the hand and tell him what's what. And that's not what Shannon does.
Well, I'm coming at this from a totally different perspective.
Go ahead. That's why we work, goddamn.
You know, I respect Skip Bayless because he basically created the format that's got us to be together in some shape or form. He's a big part of this entire culture, whether it's podcast, you know, indirectly Cold Pizza. When we were that Cold Pizza shit started when we were in college. Like it was him and Woody Page with Jay Crawford and Dana Jacobson. That was the original lineup, and they would sit there and Skip would come on for 15 minutes, and Woody Page with his crazy self, Woody Page is probably going crazy in Denver right now that his Nuggets won a title. So shout out Woody Page.
Somebody might need to check Page, actually.
So, Skip Bayless, you know, deserves a lot of credit for the way that sports media does look. But I'm going to say this. Skip Bayless, if you want a real challenge, why don't you take two nobodies sit across from you? Because I'll tell you you're crazy all day. I'll tell you you're crazy all day. Am I going to defend LeBron James? Nope, that ain't going to be the topic. But we can talk about your dislike for certain players. You know, I can go all in on your hate for Josh Allen, disrespect to Patrick Mahomes. What else? You really thinking the Cowboys are always that close and that good? Bruh, Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins are getting ready, and the New York Giants. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys finish last in the division. I said it.
It's not a stretch. It's not a stretch at all to say the Cowboys are going to finish last.
If you want a real challenge, yeah. Don't take it. You know, it's no disrespect. You know, I don't know, because it's being rumored that it's going to be Shady McCoy.
No, I hope you.
I love Shady, but
I don't.
I don't know if that's going to get the appeal you want.
No, because Shady seems bitter. Like it's not coming from a point of where, like, all right, listen, I'm playing this down the middle, and this is how I feel about a team. Like anytime he says anything, it sounds like a bitter ass baby mama. Like it sounds like, all right, come on, dude, we get it. Your career didn't end the way you wanted it to end, but technically you still got a couple rings out of it, didn't he?
I think Shady had a great career. I just think it's those tough. He's in that tough window because the running back position has been so devalued, and he's really kind of in between a generation because he was getting off when AP was getting off, but he didn't quite get off the way AP won an MVP, but Shady led the league in rushing multiple years.
Like he's a tweener back where like the tweener back,
his body just gave out on him.
Right.
You know, the cold weather. Pittsburgh, you know, playing at UPitt, you know what I'm saying? He probably carried the ball probably there.
He came at a time where
1,000 times there.
Getting out of handing the running back the ball 25, 30 times a game to handing it to you 12 to 15, but then you still get like 8 or 9 catches, which he's capable of doing. But like he's just in that version of like he was
electric. He had a 6-year stretch where he might have been top 5 football player in the entire league.
I don't disagree, but he became the more and more you start seeing him, and not so much like on the NFL Network when he was doing that show, but when you start seeing him on like different people's podcasts, and you start seeing him on the Pivot, and you start seeing him on like there's a couple other podcasts I've seen him on. Like to me, and this is just for me, this is not in anything to do with What's Good America. To me, he came off like a bitter baby mama, like everything had moved.
That's it. I think it's very calculated. In fact, it's as calculated as Paul Pierce recently bringing a hired girlfriend on the Complex thread. We'll get to that in a minute. So I don't think Shady's the answer because I think what Shannon has created, one, his personality is unmatched. Um, so you have to bring somebody not only with that type of personality, but you have to bring somebody with those credentials. You know who they should bring back, and
Man,
this is going to shock some people because I know their relationship didn't end well with that company. But the guy to bring back would be Chris Carter. He would be the perfect guy because Chris Carter can talk all sports. He's very good in front of the camera. He has a presence, and he has that Hall of Fame stature. And we know who Chris Carter is. He's one of my favorite. I mean, he might be on my Mount Rushmore. I've never done a receiver Mount Rushmore, but Chris Carter meant a lot to me as a player because Chris Carter had that motto, and I think I stole it when I first got to Bloomington when the touchdown numbers started going crazy. It was all about his slogan. He had one of the best slogans in all of football, Chris. You remember what it was? What did Chris Carter say about his game?
just throw me the damn ball, wasn't it? No, that was Keith.
No, that's Keyshawn. Chris Carter was all he does
Catch touchdown.
downs.
All
And
I
he
do
was
is
smooth as silk. So you have that, and he's a Hall of Famer, and he's respected by all of us. You know what I'm saying? That having it like, and I know the exit from Foxwood, but you have to bring somebody of that caliber, or he's got to bring like Warren Sapp. Like there's some names, but it's got to be a Hall of Fame talent, but also has the ability to talk all those sports. So
go back and forth with him.
Yeah, they can't like Shady. As much as I love Shady, I loved him as a player, and I get what he does. He's making takes. That's what it is. It's not bitterness. He has carved a threshold, and he's carved a niche, and because of that, he got to speak for himself.
It's a 6-second audience that you're dealing with. So if you make a hot take, then it gets played a million times and you go viral because it is a 6-second culture. You've now turned me. I got you.
That's who he is, and I respect him. That's exactly what Gilbert Arenas has figured out, and Gilbert is working his way through because the one thing about Gilbert is everybody knows how good Gilbert was before the gun charges.
Yeah.
Like, he put 60 on Kobe. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Gilbert can stand on that tape.
Yeah.
Hibachi man. Like, he's good, So yeah. I mean, to see Shannon Sharpe, leave, that's really sad because I used to look forward to those takes. Those are the things that I would watch after we said something. Because I felt like he really represented us, Chris, in a way. That's the way we would come at things from a sports way. But then, even still, we'd be the people drinking high noon at 6:30 in the morning in L.A. So Skip Bayless, come get your boys. Come get your boys.
It the whole time, label out, baby.
Fox Sports, just come get us. I mean, we are TV ready. Them lights come on. We ain't about to be nervous. We about to be ourselves.
Here's the thing. Also, let me break something live. Let me give you some news because me and you haven't even talked. Like we
have not talked. I'm excited. I'm gonna see you next week. I can't wait. But
let me give you some breaking news right now.
New news. Shout out New Heights.
I would like to introduce to you the new voice of the Billings Outlaws home games, Christopher High Noon Turner. Mike is retiring and he is passing the lineage, the microphone down to your boy. He is a big fan of What's Good America.
No kid.
He would have loved to have had both of us, but because I'm living there right now,
oh man,
he has passed the microphone, the game day operations on to your boy. So starting next season for the Billings Outlaws, for however long the new voice of the Billings Outlaws is Christopher High Noon Turner.
First of all, I love that you have already taken the nickname of High Noon. Second of all,
it's a wrap. I'm
shout out. Looks like we drinking High Noon on the show for the rest of the summer. I get up with that.
Oh, dude, this is now the summer drink, man. Like,
no.
Mind you, I hate White Claws. They taste like static electricity. I hate all seltzers, but this high noon, I got a buzz. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I'm good.
Man, that warms my heart, man. That's pretty amazing that you're gonna be booming. That's gonna be dope, man.
But
I'm
yeah, man,
very, very happy that
he was super complimentary of the show. Like he loves us. Like um he said he's seen like 90% of all the episodes and listened to them.
no kid.
Um said the only critique he has, he just wants a little bit of notice of when the shows come out because they come out so random. In America, that is completely my fault because with my work schedule, the kids and everything else, like I've just Walt has a schedule like, hey, listen, I want to cover this, this, and this, and I'm always down, and then some shit can happen. So now that I'm about to have about 2 months after this state championship title that we are about to win, after we pop bottles, well, it's apple cider for her, but after we pop bottles after winning this championship this week, I got about 2 months of no soccer, so I'll be down a clown. But Walt's ready,
and I start baby time after tomorrow, last day of work.
God damn it!
I ain't gonna be doing nothing but trying to get Zora to take naps and realize I ain't got no breast milk. That's all I'm gonna be doing.
Breast milk.
You make my day. Listen, let's talk about this real quick in passing. I mean, who has had a more interesting like descent in the NBA world?
Entire state of South Carolina. That's who.
Okay. Wait. Okay, I'll give you 3 choices. Okay, the entire state of South Carolina.
Okay.
Paul Pierce or Scottie Pippen.
God damn it! You know what? Let's do it this way.
Do you want to make your point in all 3, and then?
No. I'm going to take South Carolina.
Okay.
You take whichever one you want to take, and then we'll both do the third one together. Like whichever one is left, we'll do the last one together.
Okay.
All right. As far as the entire state of South Carolina.
Damn, I can't speak on it either. This is perfect. You should. It touches Florida. Go for it.
Like all right. I'm going to take a bunch of different angles at it. I'm going to be quick about it because I said this is going to be a quicker show. The University of South Carolina, your next year's schedule, you might be lucky to win a game. For those of you who don't know, the SEC schedule just came out for next year, and it includes Texas and Oklahoma. Allow me to let you know what South Carolina's schedule is. They're at Texas, at Oklahoma, at Alabama, at Georgia. Then they are at Florida. And then there's one more away game that they're like it's the predominant power too.
Are they at Tennessee or at Kentucky maybe?
No, Tennessee and Kentucky are and then they're the state at Clemson. Yeah. But then you still got Tennessee, Kentucky. You luck up and you get Vandy, which at the same time, you never know which Vandy team is going to wake up that day.
And Clemson made the quarterback change too.
You got Auburn
coming. 5-star kid.
Ooh. Yep. You got Auburn coming to you. And then they're going to that pod play. So it's just like, all right, dude, well, good luck.
Hey, all I'm going to say is, Chris, that kid is your worst nightmare. They're saying he's the deal.
I know.
He's finally going to have the reign. So good luck. Good luck with that in the playoff.
Then there's the guns and buns. All right. Ja Morant has now been suspended 25 games, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, he got off lucky. Like
facts,
for your second offense with the gun, and like the league commissioner Adam Silver has already told you, like, dude, calm down. Like you're in Memphis, you're in a small market team where you are it. Like you're it.
Like you are. he lost his Jordan shoe, bro. Like,
But that's the thing. Like, you're in a small market. You're in Memphis. You're from South Carolina. Like, you are 8 hours from the house. You pretty much run Memphis. I love Memphis. I love the University of Memphis. I love Memphis, Tennessee. I love the city. Don't become a Memphis native and
don't
ruin.
Guns and Buns, don't they both have signature Jordans? I'm asking you because you're the Jordan head.
Yeah, they
Man,
do. They do.
it hasn't been a good. No wonder Michael Jordan sold the Charlotte Hornets.
No, neither one. So the whole thing is, hold on, go that way, that way, that way. See, this is what I have to do.
That this is going on YouTube too.
Yeah,
That might get us canceled. So that's
I just all white girl, so I'm going. Yeah. Congratulations, I'm going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah, that's a very high probability I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
So as my last show, allow me to get this out. So, you got Ja, but Ja was just with Nike, so Ja wasn't with Jordan, but he got his shoot canceled. So there's that. And then Mr. Buttons. Listen, I am a fan of the adult cinematography. Okay, I'm a fan, especially the urban adult cinematography. I've been a fan since about 98, I want to say. Yeah, since about 98. West Coast Productions, Wesley Pipes, and all these people. I'm a fan.
Pipes.
Like, I am a fan. I've learned so much from. I could just name so many people, but I'm not, because I'm not going to incriminate myself. I'm like, matter of fact, I'm not going to let the high noon take over and me start naming actresses. Listen, I'm a fan. All right. And who knows what I would have done if my NFL career would have taken off to the heights that I was hoping to take off to. But what I do know is I would have not been this idiot. Okay. Granted, he's a kid with $100 million. You're the toast of the city. And the young ladies that he's dealing with, because he's 22, 23, right?
Yeah, he's baby.
He's a kid. And you have these actresses who I'm sure he knew who they were, who are coming at you doing all types of spectacular things to you. And you're a kid. Like, so I get it. He may be a victim. He may be, like, and that's all seriousness. Like, he may be a victim. But
didn't look like it from them texts.
Oh Lord, they didn't look like them. But in no way do you allow what happened to happen. You got your amateur cinematography young lady who does OnlyFans. You got her pregnant. And then the superstar adult actress was furious that you didn't get her pregnant. But you moved them both down and had them all court seats, and you bought them houses and you gave them allowances and all this other stuff. I get it.
My wife is working out right now as you're going. It's just hilarious right now. She just smiling.
I get it. Zion, I wouldn't have done the same thing. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But I would have been friends with these young ladies, and we would have probably had extracurricular activities. But there is no way in hell I would have gotten caught up the way you did. Like, why are you giving this woman an allowance? I guarantee you there's a high school sweetheart you could have like wifed up, or like some actual like New Orleans jazz singer who would have been less of a problem. I don't know what's happening in the South Carolina educational system.
All she would do was some studio time. Huh?
Like, that's it. Like, you buy her a studio. Buy her Master Pizzo studio. Like, just Zion, I don't know if you're a victim. I don't know if you're stupid. I don't know if the South Carolina educational system is just terrible.
Well, I know he's not going to be on this show.
But bro, you got to do better. Like, and I'm a fan of the young lady who was putting out the text message. She's very talented. I'm a fan. Like, I almost side with her, especially after I read the text messages, because some of that stuff is what I'm into. But I'm a fan of hers. So I just go on to say, dude, you got to do better. And I really hope you had the mother of your child sign a prenup or an NDA or something, because let's be honest, there's a very good chance that as soon as that baby pops out, she's going away and she's taking probably a couple mil a month. That wasn't even my minute. That's guns and buns.
All right.
So
So that's option A. I'm gonna go with option B because I feel like we should do option C together.
yeah,
I posed. I'm gonna keep this as short as I can. I'm a big fan of Paul Pierce. It's another name that I loved. Tried to adapt it in college, didn't work very well because that sophomore year didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. But I will say this: like, he's a likable guy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you even got KG looking at you like, bro, like, what are we doing? That's a tough deal, man. Like, that's a super tough deal. So I just, and KG, I watched his Hall of Fame speech. His jersey retirement speech. That dude was cursing all in the Boston Garden. But even he's like, yo, like,
you're doing too much.
Yeah. KG is about his money. This is a guy that's KG's trying to get into ownership. Like, it's hard to get into ownership when your boy's doing this on Complex, man. Like, if that would have been like a, that had been something, he had the TNT joint going. That'd have been TNT or, that's Warner Media. That would have been AB. Like, they already can't get on ABC because of Paul.
Shout out to Complex too, man. We still working Complex. We still working.
Well, yeah, we're gonna eventually we're gonna get after these subscribers. So I'm gonna leave that to that. Because I feel like C is the one we really need to have a discussion about together. And then we can pick which one has been falling off worse. I mean, obviously you understand the irony of this for me, being the Bulls fan, and I've had the chance to meet him, Jay, a couple times and be around his aura. You know what I really think is in conclusion of all three of these choices, Chris? Like, these guys have lived their adult lives in front of cameras.
Yeah.
Like, we have so much recorded history of all you guys doing things. Do you think everybody forgot what you said? Like, you thanked this dude in your Hall of Fame speech. That would have been the time to shit on him. Michael Jordan shit on everybody in his Hall of Fame speech.
The entire speech.
He let you know exactly how he felt in 2000 when in 2009? Yeah, that was his speech. Pip, you got inducted a year after it. That would have been the time. So for you to 1 minute you talking about, just the way you talked about LeBron, you flip-flops.
Let's just call a spade. Like,
I was gonna let you handle this part of the spade because we're thinking the same thing. Like, there's not a person, and it's already been discussed on Black Twitter 1,000 times. We know where the Scottie Pippen stuff's coming from. Like,
Scottie, you lost. Let's call a spade, dude. Like, you lost. You got a shitty deal when you were with the Bulls. I'm sorry. It happened. You got a shitty deal. Your wife gave you a shitty deal. I'm sorry. Mike won, bro. Like, I'm sorry. He won. Like, his kid is, I'm sorry, I'm in the hotel. I don't want to be super loud, but his kid is banging your baby mama. Like, the mother of your children, his pointless ass children, like, Michael Jordan's sons are pretty much worthless. It's called like it is what it is. Like that. That's the only thing where LeBron won because like his sons are actually like hooping and they're hooping pretty well.
They
And I
both,
wish
hey, you can't do that. First of all, I'm not gonna let you do that to Jeff and Marcus. Both them dudes were all state. Jeff played at Illinois, and
Mhm.
Marcus played at Central Florida. Like I'm not
in,
gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna
in
let you do that.
in comparison to the James boys, you got role players and stars. And I guess it's yet to say because Bronny is just now going to USC. But
Okay.
either way,
Now, watch this. And whose boys are which boys going to USC?
Bronny,
Yeah. Who's his father?
LeBron,
Who's Marcus Jordan's father?
Michael.
There you go. There's the difference. So keep going.
But anyway, Scotty, you lost. Let's just call it what it is. Like now you're coming off like the bitter baby mama. Like it's because you got
It looks bad. It looks bad.
got anytime a camera pops up, well, yeah, I always thought LeBron was way better than Michael at everything. Really, nigga? Really? This man gave you 6 rings. That money you got in Portland is mostly because of Mike. I'm sorry. I'm like, Mike, I'm not going to take a pay cut for you either. If you're dumb enough to sign this contract, it's on you. Like, you're out of Central Arkansas, which, no disrespect to the University of Central Arkansas Bears. They're a great organization. Their football program is.
And Scotty got him to Division I AA. Scotty did that. That had a lot to do with Scottie Pippen. He ought to take pride in
Their
that.
football program is top notch for that level and in that region.
Yeah, they were NAIA when Scotty left there. Scotty's the reason they were able to do that.
But dude, you came out of an NAIA school. They found you. They were looking for Mike. Like you came, they went to go get him. Like yes, you got drafted, but Mike was. It's Mike. Like what's wrong with being Robin to that Batman? Like what's wrong with that?
Especially
like what's wrong with
especially a guy that gives you all the credit. He says, if you mention my name, mention his name. That's good enough for me. I don't care what he says after that.
which makes it even worse because Mike has never even said, yeah, fuck Scotty. Like, and he could have. And nobody would have blamed him. Because you can blame Mike for a lot. But if he would have came off and said, oh, Scotty's just a bitch.
No, he had an opinion about how he felt about some things, but that's still his guy. Like,
exactly.
I mean,
so like
dude, Chris, this dude got on a Luke Longley documentary. Like, he was like, yeah, and I remember you've seen those clips because they've been circulating YouTube about because Luke Longley was the only guy that didn't want to do it.
yeah.
And Michael said, I'll gladly go on yours and tell y'all how I felt about Luke Longley and what he meant to me. So, like, you got to be careful with that stuff. So, you know what, man? I think we're at a good point. That's good enough for. I mean, we could do more, but since it's going to be our last show, we might as well wrap it up. Yeah. Speaking of the camera being on you, no, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it didn't look that bad. I think it's going to be hilarious.
What?
The little shove. I thought it was cute.
Oh, dude, that's I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened in my life where I'm now a soccer team dad. Like I got like a bunch of little racially ambiguous children calling me by my first name. Like not even Mr. Chris or Mr. Turner. Hey, Chris, can we go get some ice cream? And I'm a punk ass. So like, oh yeah, let's go get some ice cream. Like it's like, I don't know.
Ambiguous children.
Like I don't know when I became a Disney Channel dad. Like I don't know.
Hey, you do look like the swole version of Rondell Sheridan. Like That's So Raven's House, part 3 of it.
I was just like, I don't know what this shit happened. Like I used to be such a badass dude. Now I'm a Disney Channel ass dad. Like I don't know what the fuck happened. Like,
hey, remember that show? What was Jamie Lynn Spears show? Wasn't it Zoe 101?
101, man.
Zozo's gonna have it's gonna be Zozo. What's the 411 starring Zoe Turner, and you're gonna get the and billing and Christopher Soccer Dad
And
Turner
yeah,
or
and
Christopher High Noon Turner. You can get the and billing at the
like
end.
you know how they always show like the least important character at the end. Like that's and Christopher.
The and is not the least important. The and is usually for like the most popular. Like remember when Jaleel White went to and Jaleel White as
It
Steve?
was right. That's right. Well, hopefully so, man.
Samuel Jackson in every Marvel movie he's in is and
And
Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. That's you make it to that and status, you'd have made it, boy.
because right now, dude, like I got little white kids walking in my house and in my room. Hey, Chris, what's up? Like, man, get the fuck. I'm from the streets. I'm from
They
Duval
call
County.
him Chris too. They not calling you Mr. Turner.
No, dude, I get straight Chris. That's it.
You better not let Zora's racially ambiguous friends. I better be. Yeah, I better be Pops Walton, Pop
That
Dylan, Pop
sounds good.
James, something. They ain't gonna come in here talking about some. Hey James, who the hell is James?
That shit sounds good right now, buddy.
They can call me Miss Saturday Night. I'm good with that too. But you can't, you can't come in and call him. I ain't gonna have no 10-year-old girl calling me, "Hey James." What?
I would love it. Hey, Mr.
Mr. Saturday Night, can I have a popsicle? Of course you can.
I'm there for it.
But I'm also gonna make them recite one of my game stats. You have to know one of my game stats if you call me Miss Saturday Night.
How many catches did I have against Omaha?
Yeah, week 3 of the 2009 season. Gonna be the password to the popsicles, boy. I'm telling you.
God.
Oh,
You know what?
You want to Kool-Aid first? What week did I win Player of the Week for the Billings Outlaws in 2010? Oh, you want a fruit roll up? What was the score when we beat Fairbanks in the playoffs?
Oh.
Okay, I'm done. Let's get to Give Me a Minute, man, because I know you got to keep going. I got to do some laundry.
Oh. All right. So we're coming to the award-winning, Tony Award-winning, Grammy Award, the EGOT Award-winning section of What's Good America.
We got a Peabody. And we got a Peabody.
And we got it's just an MTV Movie Award. And brought to you by High Noon. It's refreshing. It's relaxing. It's High Noon.
I mean, we just are selling this shit.
Oh yeah, this is good though. Like I'm not bullshitting. It's actually pretty good. America, give me a minute. I'm going back to it. I used to strike fear in people's hearts. Dude. Like I'm 6'4", 300 pounds, got tattoos. I'm still like fairly muscular and everything. Like I work out 3 or 4 times a week. I take boxing. I can literally beat somebody to death. But daily there's a racially ambiguous child of mine who disrespects the shit out of me. There's her friends who call me by my first name.
Hey, Chris, that's terrible.
There's children who walk into my domicile. Hey, Chris, Joey's here. Motherfucker, did you just walk in?
This is like my parrot. It's like my parroting nightmare. Like seriously, it is.
I have literally thrown grown men over walls, through walls.
Facts.
I have broken people's body parts by hitting them. Like I've done this with my bare hands. Nothing. It means absolutely shit now. Like I'm literally the poor version of Terry Crews right now. Like, and I'm not happy about it at all. Dude, like, for instance, and I'll wrap this up. America, 12-year-old daughter, racially ambiguous. And when I say racially ambiguous, depending on how my kid's hair looks, she could pass for like 8 or 9 different races. Let's just say talking to my child on the way up here, and I told her for Father's Day, all I wanted was a state title. She's like, yeah, because you never won one. It's like, first of all, like,
Oh,
so a parade All American. I was a high school All American.
top
I
one in the country.
like I've been
Wow.
all like Joey, I've been on video games. I've been in the NFL for like a couple teams. I've won championships. Yeah, but have you ever won a soccer state championship? Man, take your punk ass to sleep. Like I'm done.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna disrespect me and be right at the same time. That's the whole thing. Like you're not gonna disrespect me and be right about it. So America, I love my child to death. Love her to death. Sometimes, man, like corporal punishment got to be brought back, and you got to spank your kids. America, that's been my minute.
Hey, she better not lose the state title because your next give me a minute it's gonna be ferocious. Matter of fact, Zoe might be on the show.
Oh, we're going to shoot an episode tomorrow. Like I'm going to try to get back in time where before they do like their little nightly team building event, we come on and I can just interview and roast the shit out of her if some bad shit happens. Yeah, that's the.
They better win, man. That's hilarious. That just sounds like something. If you ever won a state soccer championship, yeah. See, that's the type of thing that made me fight my kids. So if my daughter
Yeah,
there, it's gonna be a problem.
I dude, I've been on a video game. Like, have you? Like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Like, why don't you ask your uncle about me? He'll tell you all you need to know.
Like, I've done numbers, kid. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. How you think you got here? Anyway, I'm sorry, Zoe. I know you're one of our members, but you took it too far. You can't be calling
Dude,
like that.
I ain't gonna lie, it hurt too. Like,
Yeah.
it legit.
That's tough. Well, I saved just enough, Chris. So America, as I look over to my wife, how's my tone been? Has it been a little bit better tonight? I've done well. So America.
Hi, Mrs. Walton.
Hi, Cece.
I'm finishing off my high school at New York.
What's up, Chris?
You pay taxes, baby. You
Which is good.
Give me a minute. So I'm gonna do a two-parter because I'm just gonna.
I don't know if it's you or me. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Really?
All right, now I can. Go ahead.
Okay. I was getting ready to say, I was like, I got a little internet connection unstable for some strange reason. But anyway, here we go. This is a two-parter, America. This is really how my day has been. So forgive the flip in this. I'm going to go ahead and say it. The joke Dave Chappelle made about the city of San Francisco is literally one of the most accurate things I've ever seen in my life. America, I've been in San Francisco since Sunday. And this is the honest, like the joke got laughs, it got laughs from us. But it's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. I have never seen like if you went into San Francisco right now, all you would feel is despair and no hope. That's how bad some parts of the city look. I'm from Chicago. I've been to other ghettos and I ain't seen nothing like you've seen in San Francisco. I'm talking tents on the street, shit on the street. Everybody looks like they own crack, PCP, meth, crystal meth. And we have good people we know, and it's not a knock on the city at all, and those that are from there, because I know we know people in our lives that are from there. It's no knock, man, but it just makes me think where America is, because we have all these billionaires that could take care of this problem. Take them 60,000 people, drop them on an island where you've got things just furbished and ready to go to help these people. Multiple people that are worth hundreds of billions of dollars are residents of the United States, and they can clean that up. with one of the billions and rehabilitate those people, and we'd have a workforce like you wouldn't believe.
And
So,
get that money.
I mean, I'm telling you. So it's with sadness, man. And I just pray for San Francisco. I really do, that it gets better. Because it's a proud city, man, and it doesn't. The people that are going through that don't deserve it on all ends. You know, those that are struggling, those that are inflicted, and those that are doing the right things and doing their best. I mean, the police force is overworked. They're understaffed. Like, I mean, there's not enough police cars to get and help these people. Like, it's bad, man. The crime's bad. So it's just well wished to San Francisco. And just hoping to get out through that tomorrow and, do my part just by delivering the chips. Now, on to something I would normally say. I want to shout out Lisa Vanderpump. Let me tell you something. I have been watching Vanderpump Rules for the last 30 minutes today. And I'll tell you something about Lisa Vanderpump. I F's with Lisa Vanderpump. She is everything that is right with reality television. She don't play no bullshit. She ain't about the bullshit. She's about making that money and having a good time. And don't you mess this bar up. Shout out Lisa Vanderpump and her husband, Ken. I like Ken. Ken says 10 words and it goes back and makes his millions. I'm trying to be a Vanderpump. I want a Vanderpump life. Okay. And I'm just letting you know, you're not going to sit here and judge me. Okay. I watched 30 minutes of a show that's been on for 10 seasons. And I'm already just like, you know what? I wish Lisa Vanderpump, I wish I was 10 years younger. I go work in that bar right now. Wouldn't be no drama. I'd be like Tech on The Real World. Remember Tech on The Real World? He got in one fight, and you ain't see Tech the rest of the time. That's why they never invited him. Like, Tech, you the one black dude that didn't start nothing. It's like, I knew what y'all was trying to do. I'm Tech Holmes, baby. Van Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel, Chris. I mean, listen, like real talk, it's no disrespect to Kris Jenner. But if you say I got to choose between Kris Jenner and Lisa Vanderpump, I'm taking Lisa Vanderpump all the way. Yeah. Hands down. She's dope. She just is. She just doesn't play the bullshit. She's about getting stuff done. That's why she's 10 seasons in. And Vanderpump Rules. America's been my minute.
I don't disagree with anything you said.
And a side note minute. P.S. Chris Turner still has not watched One Tree Hill.
I have not.
And I'm going to get on him. I'm going to get on America because
I have not.
Guess who is going to be reunited and feeling so good in the same space? Yes.
Live shows next week, folks. Live shows next week.
We will be active. We will be active.
Listen, with all that being said, special shout out to Knockout Smoothie, 9 Round Fitness, KO Fitness. They're all in the same, but they're all owned by the Willis-I family. So special shout out to them. Special shout out to the original brand ambassador, Chic Workwear. You can wear Chic Workwear while you're drinking your high noon. Chic Workwear. Let's see. Special shout out.
That was a double doozy right there.
Special shout out to Rebel Coffee. I actually had a Rebel Coffee Tuesday, and I should have taken a picture with them, but I didn't get a chance to. I was in the middle of some work shit. And for those of you who know me, you know I don't really deal with coffee in the first place, but like that shit was dope. Like,
we get ours in. We stop there. I'm getting the wife some Rebel Coffee. Finally.
As a fact, next week there will be shameless plugs from Rebel Coffee live with the What's Good America guys. So
this happened. That's a fact.
So special shout out to Rebel Coffee. We're coming to get you. So
hey, shout out Root Out Whiskey. That eventually will happen.
Whiskey, still coming. Screwball, we still fuck with you. We still love you. We drink you, but you're not paying us for it. High Noon. You got a fan in me, dog. Like, I ain't gonna sit here in front. Like, I got a little buds off of 2 of y'all. I'm about to go get about 4 more of y'all and kill them all. So it's about to get real because there's a liquor store right across the street, buddy. Yeah, and I can probably buy these in Walmart too. So
yeah,
High Noon is where it's at. Yeah. With all that being said, special shout out to our racially ambiguous children who Walt didn't raise his voice and agitated all this evening.
She's still sleeping.
Oh, so yeah, we're good. That was a great damn show. Then
Got it
I'm
done.
proud.
We got
I'm
it
proud.
done.
Look at us being great dads and alcoholics at the same time. Look at us. Who there? I'm tired of the disrespect, though, dude. I'm so fucking tired of it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I pushed a little white girl on camera. Anyway, with all that being said, the same question that I asked tonight is the same question that I ask all the time. That question is what, Walt?
What's good, America?
Live shows coming soon.